Hi, I'm Mark Galar with a Tea Party Power Hour eligibility update. President Barack Obama released a certified copy of his long-form birth certificate back on April 29th of 2011. One of many people present that day was then NBC White House correspondent Savannah Guthrie. Unlike everyone else in the room, Miss Guthrie was given special privileges and was allowed to hold the certified copy of Barack Obama's birth certificate in her hand. After doing so, an elated, almost giddy Savannah Guthrie filed this report.
Well, Brian, I was actually given an opportunity to look at this birth certificate today. I felt the raised seal. I saw the names, the date, the place of birth, Honolulu, Hawaii. So Mr. Trump is saying there's a lot of revelations thanks to him, but the central fact remains, as it has with that short form birth certificate, which has been out for years. The president was born in Honolulu, Hawaii.
Ironically, something Miss Guthrie did that day provides us with proof positive that the birth certificate Barack Obama presented to the world is a fraudulent document. You see, in addition to examining the document, Miss Guthrie took a photograph of the certified copy of Obama's birth certificate. But, as computer expert Tom Harrison noticed, the photograph Miss Guthrie took doesn't match the picture of the birth certificate posted by White House officials at whitehouse.gov. Now, how can this be? Let's think about it for a minute. The photograph that Miss Guthrie took was of the very same document that the White House claims they scanned into a computer and then posted at whitehouse.gov. They should be a perfect match, but obviously they are not. The document on the right is the birth certificate Miss Guthrie photographed. You'll note the various pieces of vital statistics coding have been circled in red. Now, so far, so good. But now look at the document released at whitehouse.gov on your left. After importing the document into Adobe Illustrator and then releasing the clipping mask, two additional pieces of vital statistics coding show up in the lower right-hand corner that were not on the original document Miss Guthrie photographed. How can items be present on the scan that were not on the original? Computer experts agree that a clipping mask in and of itself that hides information is proof positive that tampering occurred. That clipping mask had to be set by a human to hide information, but we'll save the computer stuff for another day. You don't have to be a computer expert to know that if a document is photographed and then scanned into a computer, the scan and the photo should be a perfect match. It's just common sense. So let's get a couple of potential excuses out of the way. I'm sure many people are going to say that those two additional markings aren't really vital statistics coding. In fact, they may even suggest that it's due to glare or smudges or debris on the scanner glass. I'm sorry, but no. I had computer experts look into it, and they've told me that the color values of the markings at the bottom right fall within the value range of the vital statistics markings found throughout the document. They appear to have been made with the very same pencil. Now, this alone should be enough to justify a full congressional investigation into the matter. But conservatives in Congress remain silent on the issue. Where are John Boehner and Darrell Issa when you need them? What are they afraid of? And for that matter, why are normally outspoken conservative Tea Partiers like Michelle Bachmann and Allen West running from this issue? Nate, we've got to give the left their props on this. They should be congratulated for successfully using Alinsky-style tactics to smear anyone who dares to take on this issue. The term birther is perhaps second only to racist as the term politicians fear being labeled with the most. Now, could you imagine the country we'd live in today if men like Washington and Jefferson and Franklin and Lincoln had given up the first time someone called them a name? Now, regardless of where you believe Barack Obama was born, tampering with this document and then releasing it via whitehouse.gov is a crime. Remember when Bill Clinton was impeached for merely lying under oath about Monica Lewinsky? Crimes committed by presidents must be investigated. No one, no matter how powerful, should be allowed to commit crimes with impunity. Now, if you agree that Congress is not doing its job on the eligibility matter, let them know it. Tell them you want a full investigation into this issue by going to congressdoyourjob.com and signing the petition. Feel free to leave a little note for them while you're there. Now, please continue to send us your tips, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Archived segments of our radio show can be found at teapartypowerhour.com. For the Tea Party Power Hour, I'm Mark Gillard. Thanks for joining us.